Muted. I got all that done, got that changed out. I think we're ready. Yeah, for some reason the game does like winners. For some reason it starts to pick, it seems, the same person to win a lot. But it's like you might not win for a long time. I don't know. It does some weird stuff. Okay, let's go. Final Fantasy. So do we want to see the story so far? I don't think so. If we do, it'll be in the 4K footage, but it won't be here for this. I mean, it's pretty well known. Let's see, graphics wise. Okay, it should be at 4K, even though it says that. I don't know, why does it say that? It bothers me when it doesn't say 4K, even though it's full screen. I mean, I don't know. It just bothers me. I'm going to put, although I can probably play it at 120, I'm going to have it record at 60, so I'm going to keep it the same. I don't think we need that. I mean, it does support VRR, but you know what? I'm going to keep it at VSync. Graphics quality will go high. I don't think we would need any scaling at all. After I updated everything, I'm just checking all of this, so it's all set. So DLSS, we really don't need that. So it does support DLSS. Funny enough, okay. It does support DLSS, but it does not support FSR. Because we were wondering about that. It does pop up here, but it didn't show an AMD solution, so we can't do that. Okay. I think we're good. And we're just going to start from the beginning. So, bonus item eligible save data. Confirm whether or not any save data on your system qualifies to receive an item. Yeah, sure. Final Fantasy VII Remake, save data confirmed. Claim your Leviathan summoning materia by selecting DLC bonuses. Okay. We're going to play normal, and we'll do active. I'm excited. I'm excited to see it on here, like it, the full thing.
I'm waiting, Cloud.
I'm here on the Midgar Expressway. The scene is indescribable. Countless buildings have been leveled, and part of the road has collapsed. The smoke rising from the rubble is reminiscent of a funeral pyre. Of course, this is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 plate, culminating in this unprecedented destruction, caused by a massive tornado which swept through Sectors 0, 1, and 2. After a briefing with Shinra investigators, Mayor Domino released a statement, declaring the tornado to be, quote, weather warfare, perpetrated by the infamous insurgent group known as Avalanche. The administration also suspects the involvement of Wutai, and has begun investigations into the matter. This is only the most recent in a series of crises. Multiple reactor bombings, followed by the fall of the Sector 7 flight.
Boy, that tornado really did a number on the city.
I thought another reactor blew up.
Which must have been caused by the tornado.
Man, when it rains, it pours.
As you can see, over there. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
We still have one suspect.
You're right.
Ex-soldier, armed with a buster sword. Highly dangerous.
I repeat, the fugitive is an ex-soldier, armed with a buster sword.
Back over here. The rescue team has pulled people from the rubble. Quick, get the camera off them. Come on, this way.
Contact the SAR team. Targets have been secured. We are exfilling via helo now. Move it. We're taking off.
What?
Hey! Turn that off! The survivors are being taken away! I got here! Oh no, I have to wait till you!
Liquid Sage, it's Starlink that causes it to stutter. It's the stream. The game is running without flaw. Yeah. It happens sometimes whenever the stream is, whenever Starlink is switching between satellites. Not all the time, but. All right, cool. Yeah, of course. And welcome. I am very happy with this now. I think we got rid of all the stuttering in the last thing. I think it had to do with... It had to do with the... Either the graphics card drivers were out of date, or we were running into an issue with the capture card firmware. But I think we got it cleared up. I'm going to turn this down just slightly. There we go. Let me know if the game's too loud or if we're pretty good. This looks amazing. Really happy with it. Oh no, the busters. Where's the other guys? There they are. Nope, still going after him. It's kind of go wherever you go. It's like just swing. Doesn't really matter right now. There we go. I love that. Just grab the biggest thing you have, you can lift. And just toss it like a javelin. All right. Yeah, a little bit different for sure. I just can't get over. I mean, they did such a good job on the facial, like adding just texture to skin. It just really looks solid, and it did even for the last game too. So they didn't have much to improve on, but it does look good. I like that you just get out of Midgar, right? Like, what is it? The first disc of Final Fantasy VII on PlayStation is like Midgar, right? And then this is like the beginning of the second disc, where you're just kind of making your way out and you go to the next town.
Sure. If Tifa doesn't mind.
Me? Yeah, no problem. It's
It all started 5 years ago. I was 16 at the time. There was hardly any work for soldiers back then, and the little there was boring as hell. My heart wasn't in it. Then, out of nowhere,
Dinkus Prime. No, this is not the Steam Deck. This is a 4090 PC rig. We did the Steam Deck. I don't know if you have the ability. The DVR should be on. Like, you should be able to go back. We just switched over for the first part of the morning. For about 3 hours, 2.5 hours, we did Steam Deck. It was running okay. It was running, for the Steam Deck, it was running really good. I mean, it's about the exact same performance as Final Fantasy VII Remake when running it on Steam Deck. So you can see it get up to 60 frames per second on the lowest settings, but mostly it's going to play between 40 and 60. They default to 30 when you start the game up with like medium settings, and you can run it and it locks to 30. So, I mean, I think that if you really want to play it at the optimal, maybe an adjustment between like medium and high settings, and then lock the Steam Deck to 40 frames per second, and then you'll be able to lock it there.
sorry. No can do.
But it was running good. I mean, at 30 frames per second, the game looked good and ran good, and we were seeing it on a 720p stream, so it wasn't like directly on the device, but on the device's screen, it would probably look really good. So, but yeah, you should be able to go back. If not, the video will be there, right? As soon as we're done streaming, it's there.
Stealing my shot at glory.
And then later today on the channel, I'm going to put out some videos of like direct capturing the Steam Deck itself.
Well, our mission is to survey a run.
Yeah, we were just talking about that the other day, Liquid.
Another one of those Turks.
Like getting all the Final Fantasy VII remakes over to Switch 2. That would make sense.
Fine. Job's a job.
I think that'll be cool.
Where is it?
I just wonder what it'll run at. I'm guessing it'll run it at 30 frames per second. I don't think Nintendo, unless Nintendo's going to support something between like 40 and 60, I don't think they will. It's just consoles are more like an appliance, not something you tinker with, right? So I think they'll want it to be like pretty steady and not mess with it. But it'd be amazing to see them on there. Yeah, that looks phenomenal.
You take one, I'll take the other.
I mean, I'm sure the PS5 looks very close to this. I don't remember playing it like on a monitor, an OLED monitor, but man, this is nice. You'll buy them a third time then? Yeah, I did that with Skyrim and all the Fallouts and all that stuff. So. Well, not on the Switch for Fallout, but you know what I mean. Like, I bought Fallout everywhere, I think. But I know I bought Skyrim like 20 times. All right, he took care of him. Yeah, looks really good. We are doing a full playthrough here on the channel. So for the next like 10 live streams, which are every day, pretty much except for Sunday and Saturday, it will be this game. So playing all the way through. And what I'm going to do is like as we go, I'm going to pause it you know, that evening I'll do like wherever we stopped in whatever part of the game, we'll do like a 10-minute like Steam Deck or Legion Go video to kind of show like in, you know, further down the game performance. So it's not just like the first beginning of any game, right? Which is normally what everybody's doing.
And the whole village was up in arms. Talk of strange new monsters on the mountain only made things worse. People were scared. Desperate.
The villagers tried to take care of the monsters themselves, but it was no good. Ended up calling Shimmer. So the company sent help. Best they had.
Good luck, Arf.
Home sweet home, right? Tell me, how does it feel? I have
An Atlantic cod. I think we've seen that before.
You still got your parents, though, right?
a mother named Genova. She died shortly after I was born. My father,
Whoa there. Genova? Like from the Shinra building?
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm getting to that.
Yeah, exactly, Liquid. Yep. So over the next, you know, probably 2 weeks, there'll be a couple videos per device to kind of show like a few videos per device to show like different sections of the game. So hopefully that'll help.
Hope I didn't keep you waiting. I'm Xander, the mayor here. I wanted to greet you myself, to welcome you to our humble little town. Please, if you'll follow me.
consider yourself off duty till sundown.
All right, let's go see a little free roaming. Not that it's too free roam, but a little bit more. I love this town. It looks so sharp. Nice. Wasn't there something up here? Just kicking stuff out of the way. Okay, there's our map.
So how did it feel being back up there?
I don't know. Nostalgic, I guess?
Yeah, the game is beautiful. I do hope that, I mean, I know that I don't hope that it doesn't happen for PlayStation people, but I hope that Square does put the third one out at the same time for PC and for PlayStation. It'd be nice, but get rid of that exclusivity on stuff. I've never agreed with exclusivity unless it's the company that runs it, right? Sony, obviously. Microsoft, obviously. But for Square, I mean, I know they get decent amount of money, but I don't think it was the money they were expecting after all their comments. The one that really gets to me is like Epic. I just cannot stand that. I wish that they would not try to segregate like PC players between platforms, but on the same platform. I think that's ridiculous. More people that can play, the better. It's always the case. It is.
A humble traveler of the world and teacher of martial arts to the youth.
I don't know if I'd want Sean Connery grabbing my hips. You know what that guy's going to do.
Who asked you?
You could learn a lot from me.
Pass.
It does look like Sean Connery.
Don't be shy. I have many pupils your
It doesn't sound like him, but
Last count. 128.
like Merle looked like an old actress named what do they call her? Phyllis Diller. That's exactly the model they used for Merle. Was Phyllis Diller.
Sure.
She kind of even sounded like her, like really close.
She'll go far.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right? Got anything to say for yourself?
I didn't know.
All right, let's see. Do some talking here.
Ah, hello there. All our rooms are reserved for you Shinra boys, so take your pick. You'll find them just up... Huh? No. Cloud? My, get a load of you. And you've only been away a couple of years.
Oh yeah, the SNL skits with Sean Connery, like the Jeopardy ones. Wasn't it? He was always on Jeopardy with like him and who was the person that passed away from Jeopardy? Whatever that guy's name.
Not that it matters.
Sure it does.
Oh, I can't remember.
I want to hear what happened.
Me too. Yeah.
Not Pat Sajak. Will Ferrell played him anyhow. That was always funny. Yeah. Turd Ferguson. Oh, that was the Burt Reynolds guy. That was Norm Macdonald, wasn't it, that did the Burt Reynolds? Alex Trebek, yeah. Alex Trebek was the guy.
Was the first
It was real funny.
2 years. First time.
He always, well, Sean Connery always went after Alex Trebek, right? Like that was the whole thing. Everybody always did, but really Connery like was the one. I forget the guy on SNL who did the Sean Connery voice, but he was good.
Hey,
Welcome home.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald was great.
Let me get a good look at you.
He was a troublemaker at SNL. He didn't listen to like NBC execs and all that stuff, and like they always had problems with him because he would like target like people that they really didn't want him to target
The man you've become. Women must be
for his
loving you,
jokes,
right?
and like because he did what the nightly or the news or whatever on Saturday Night Live, and like he would lay into like O.J. Simpson was the one that comes to mind like constantly, like for a year or two he did that.
Get into trouble.
And as far as I remember, like O.J. Simpson was good friends with a lot of people at NBC.
An older, more mature girl.
So they were like, no, we don't want that kind of thing. But he did it anyhow. And I think that's what got him fired.
That's the perfect type for you, I'd say. They are feeding you properly, aren't they? Oh, Cloud. But you know, Cloud,
Looks like a Silent Hill game with that noise filter on it.
you're my son. Of course, I'll
Daryl Hammond, that was it. Yeah, played Sean Connery. It's so funny. Going after Trebek constantly. Okay, we've been there. I don't think there was really anything else. Oh, there was. We can go over here and listen to
You worked out
some
with
stuff.
just for a bit.
Could you keep up?
I don't know if we get anything for kind of doing this, but
All right then. Let's get started. And where better to begin than with pose one? The Seraph. Are you ready?
maybe you don't do it. I don't know. I thought you did.
Lift your arms straight up.
We can't go that way. A red discus. Okay, let's go down. We didn't go down this way. Let's go see if there's any conversations to be had. Oh, here we go.
Sephiroth's at the end. And tried to
Tourist.
take a shot of him, but my hands were shaking.
It's so much easier to see on this too, with it properly not trying to do like HDR. Because I don't usually, because of the recordings, like I said, it doesn't work out well.
Oh, I'll be telling everyone
I've tried doing HDR on
the day I die.
YouTube, and I think I had told you guys this. It took like weeks for them to get like the video processed. there's like a lot of issues with HDR on YouTube, even though they support it. I've got a few videos. Like I played through. Oh, man! Don't touch the chairs. I played through like Metro. What was the third installment? Not Last Light. Not Metro 2033, but Metro, whatever the last one was. I did HDR on that one, and the full thing is in HDR, and it took like weeks and weeks for that to get finished. Exodus, yeah. Like processing, like for it to even go live. It would go live, but it wouldn't be HDR, and it would look weird. Like it looked grayed out because whatever YouTube does on the back end, they like take the SDR stuff and they do some toying around with it so it looks better without having HDR. I've heard that they even support 120 frames per second. I've tried doing it. It didn't work for me. I never got a video to go to 120 FPS or for it to go up on YouTube at 120 FPS.
Didn't really notice at the time, but looking back, all the signs were there.
But we could do that. I mean, technically we could broadcast this game probably in 120 FPS if, I don't know, if I could get YouTube to accept it. Because the PC would run it just fine. There'd be no issue. And even broadcasting it would be fine. Like the streaming PC and all that.
We'll be leaving bright and early. You should get some rest.
All right, will do.
Crazy how real the hair looks like. But then you see it on like a Steam Deck at a low resolution when it's trying to dynamically scale it, and it looks like really like ghosty and crinkly and stuff like that on the edges. But like the hair looks super real on these on a 4K screen.
Why?
Yeah, I was surprised too.
This next part's like walking into like a national park. It's crazy looking.
Leave once our guide arrives.
Yes, sir.
Sit down here.
Brian!
Sephiroth, sir, I must insist that I take you up the mountain. My daughter isn't...
Dad!
Tifa, you can still back out. You don't have to do this.
I'm going, and that's that. There'll be 2 soldiers with me. I'll be fine.
Pumpkin!
Good morning, sir. I'll be your guide for the day.
Tifa? You're our guide?
I sure am. You can ask anyone around here. I'm the best there is.
You could get hurt.
Not if you remember to do your job, she won't. Come on.
For posterity, sir?
Not today.
Can you talk to him?
Please, Sephiroth. It'd mean a lot to us.
It's just one photo. Come on, where's the harm in that? There? Thanks.
Say cheese!
Sounds like you were having a good time.
One more!
Yeah, I guess we were.
Later.
For a while.
The reactor was halfway up Mount Nebel. I was looking forward to breathing that crisp, clean mountain.
Yeah, he's super tall in comparison. All right, sprinting. I don't know if we really need to sprint. Yeah, this is... I mean, it's not like there's a huge draw on the making this game look this good because a lot of it's pre-rendered. the idea of what it looks like how they like created the outside world of Midgard looks amazing.
Probably already know this, but our reactor's the first of its kind. It really put Mount Nebel on the map.
I'm getting boxes.
But none with such a breathtaking view. Who could tire of it?
Everyone, eventually.
I mean, the last game looked amazing, but not in this way. This game looks, being outside of that steel and like gray and all that. I mean, it's still gray, but it's got a lot of different colors that float in it.
Though you do learn stuff on them.
That's so cool.
Although I am seeing it skip some frames up there. I don't know what's going on with that thing. I tried updating every possible piece of that other PC.
Everything okay?
I think it's the hard drive is too slow
Of course not.
for the recordings.
Just trying to pace ourselves is all.
I thought you guys were in a hurry.
Even so.
I'll have to keep an eye on it. Good luck, Chef.
I'm not even close to burning
It's okay to see it like screw up in the beginning because it's not hard to re-record that.
You really are the best there is.
The finished fish have returned. All right, let me do this. I'm gonna just pause that recording really quick or stop it and like start a new one. Because I'm seeing it. Skipped frames. I mean, it's not horrible, but let me try and dedicate. I just want to test something here. I want to see if I can tell it like just to put all power towards the stream or the recording. I know there's a setting for that. There's that. Advanced. There we go. High processing power. Okay. High priority. There's nothing else that runs on this recording machine, so it should be at high priority all the time. I don't know why it would ever go below that. Okay, we'll try it now. It's some just adjustments. It's my problem's not your guys' problem, but I'm just trying to make sure it works. I mean, ultimately, it's a member's problem on YouTube if these things don't look good. I remember thinking that the game could never look better than the original game came. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, imagine that. Like, I remember that too. Did you ever play the, Mako specifically, I know you might have tried it, the PC version of Final Fantasy VII? The original PC version of Final Fantasy VII.
and they're not nice.
I've never played through it. I have it. I've played some of it, but I never played all the way through it.
I think I got this.
Then they're all yours.
Copy that.
I didn't know if you saw that and went like, oh yeah, this is amazing, or... If that's the one you'd played it on. I don't know if you'd played it on the original PlayStation or not. All right, can we go into... Well, we can do operator mode. Yeah, we have our abilities now.
Bye.
There we go.
That was awesome.
You think?
If this is how it's going to be, there doesn't seem much point in me fighting.
I guess not.
Had the big... Okay, gotcha.
Leave it all to me, huh?
Don't mind if I do.
You play on PS1 first, then got the PC version a bit later. Gotcha. Why is that? Am I supposed to be following Tifa? Yeah, we're just dealing with her. I was going to say, I'm not supposed to talk to her, right? Again, pardon me on this one, because I've never played through Rebirth. I didn't play it on the PS5 all the way through. I'm just, like, learning if I missed anything. Good luck, hard. God, I remember, like, what has it been? 30 years? Almost 30 years since the original Final Fantasy VII came out? I would imagine the last installment, they would try to bring it out in 2027, because wouldn't that be 30 years exactly? Maybe it was 96. I can't remember if it was 96 or 97. It was 97, I think, because I played it when I moved to Cleveland. That's when it came out. What's that, Reed? Console what?
Just you watch.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got to block him. We're hitting his, like, wind back at him, right? Isn't that what we were doing? He's staggered now. 97. Yeah, it really flew by. That's when I mean, if I was Square, I wouldn't put the third installment out until 97. Because then you could claim, like, a whole marketing campaign. 29 just sounds, like, really weird. You know, there's people like round numbers. It's like a human thing, right? We just love round numbers. That's why we have a base 10, like, isn't it a base 10 calculator, like, system? All right, come on. There we go. I think that frog's still alive, or whatever it is, that cricket. All right, now we've got him to where we can get him. There we go. I know, for waiting purposes, yeah, 29 would be ideal, right? Like, rather than keeping it another... But, I mean, we were talking about it, like, 3 years would not be really that unheard of. And what a marketing campaign is that, right? Like, the 3, it took 7 years to, like, deliver all 3. So 7, tying that in there. I mean, they're tying, like, a whole thing together. Nope. Nobody else wants to help. I'll do all the work. Yep. Oh, we do have our limit breaker, but we don't need it for him. Can we do it on him, though? Maybe. Yep. I know. It all lines up perfectly, except for the consumer.
Our guide might not be so lucky next time.
Then, how about I go on ahead and clear the way for you guys? I'll be careful.
You better.
Cool.
He's such a go-getter. In Final Fantasy VII Remake, he's salty as hell. All right. Yep. We know materia. Actually, let's take a look. We didn't... no, we don't need that. I wanted to take a look at... There's our map. Okay, here. I wanted to look at like what we do have. Is this, hey, Tony Lemonade? No, this is not on Steam Deck. That was at the beginning of the cast, which was about 3 hours ago. I don't know if the DVR is on. It should be. You should be able to go back to the beginning, and it lasted for about 2.5 hours. We did like the full kind of Steam Deck performance analysis and all that stuff. Just the cliff notes are, you can see it play up to 60 frames per second on low settings, but it's probably going to be more like 40 to 60 frames per second. If you lock it to 30, you can probably play it close to high settings. And if you kind of do a mid-range, you'll probably be able to get like 40 frames per second locked on like on a mixture of like medium to high, but like no shadows or low shadows. So yeah, it runs really well. It's about the same performance as the Final Fantasy VII Remake on Steam Deck. But yeah, that's all at the beginning. When the stream's done, obviously it'll be made available, so it'll be there if you have any interest in viewing, if you can't view it now. Let's see. I wanted to go in here and just take a look at the materia we're using. So we got fire, healing, ice. Oh, we did have an assess. Well, it's good we found that in the real playthrough. Okay. So we do have that. I can't change anything else. I can just do that. And then what was our special stuff? Would that be in system? Bonus, DLC bonuses. You have finished Flashback to 5 years ago, Chapter 1, Fall of a Hero. Oh, you got to go further into it. Okay, before you can get that. Okay. Right now, for anybody just joining, we are kicking off a full playthrough, and this is a pretty decent PC rig. It's a 4090 graphics card, so we're playing kind of max settings at 60 FPS, 4K. I'm playing it at 4K, and then what I do is upload the 4K without me on it, because it's being recorded in 4K as well, to the members section. And they get access to it for the first week, and then it goes to everybody else. But the current one will be live on the channel for good. So you'll see me hanging around. You'll see people fishing from Twitch. It's just a whole community of different things going on. All right, we are going to die. I remember that the last time. There we go.
That one felt pretty good.
Did we get everybody? Yep. Let's do a little curing. I just got to keep my eye on that. Oh, we can break those barrels. I was wondering. Destruction. Everything is destructible. Get rid of it. Oh, there's some boxes up that way. I guess the big thing in this one was that being able to traverse, like up and down, right? Like you can do it a lot more often wherever you want. If I'm wrong, then I didn't notice it in the other one, but... Okay, let's do it right. Block that one. Block that one. I gotta focus on somebody. Okay, who can we hit with what? Let's try fire. That took him down. Do the souls rolls? Oh man, I'm so used to that. I love souls rolling. I don't think it really makes as big of a difference. I mean, the whole idea is it's still based on the on like a time-based mechanic, right? Like they didn't, it's still there. If you want to play the classic way, it's still there. Like everything is based on time and kind of taking turns. Okay. Let's see. Boxes. But yeah, I'll roll all day long. That's my thing. Has everybody here played Souls? Or anybody here played Souls? I would imagine people have played Souls. Anyhow. What's your preferred class? I went with, on my end, constantly all I do is play like a warrior. I've never really played magic in any of the Souls games or any of the other games for that fact. I don't know why. I just like rolling around, and usually like on Souls I like take the lightest gear or no gear at all for like defense, and I just pick like the biggest weapon and just take the largest swings. That's my strategy to everything. Oh yeah, Ocarina, yeah. There was a lot of rolling in those. Zelda changed when you could roll.
It's a dead end. Rockslide took out the bridge a while ago. Come on back, okay?
Okay.
All right, we're coming all the way down. Every little thing they tell you. I mean, that's a good tutorial, though. Although, I don't know if we could turn that stuff off. I don't think you can. You can skip it, but I don't think you can get rid of it.
This way. Gotta make a detour through a Shinra facility.
To think I almost made you our guide. Good thing I reconsidered. Otherwise, you'd have led us straight off a cliff. Lead on.
Yes.
That getting up at 5 a.m. to make sure this thing started downloading, it's coming. It's hitting me, even with coffee. Can't go up that. I'll break this stuff, though. I don't know why they refuse to let you, like, preload the game. The best games are the ones that allow you to preload. Like Red Dead. Red Dead was nice. I was able to start at like 8 a.m. and we were able to start like cranking through it the moment it went live. I don't know why other companies don't do that. And not like Rockstar's went out of their way to do things for people. It's just whatever they thought, it was a good idea on Red Dead Redemption. I know we do have one enemy coming up here, so might as well heal. Let's hit him with a big one. There we go. Now lay in. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this. Let's assess. Humanoid fiends that make their home in Mount Nimble, previously unseen in the region. Sightings began after the local reactor started malfunctioning. They brandish an iron mace at the end of one arm, which they swing around with ease. Inflicting enough damage will pressure them. Frontal melee attacks will be ineffective until while they swing their maces, and then fires their weakness. But pretty much blocking has been the thing. I forget which one of these. Triple slash? Was that really good? I don't think so. Okay, let's hit him with some fire. There it is. I can say, I mean, again, not remembering what it was like prior to this, but the combat is definitely more refined. Okay, nothing over there.
The reactor may have been around for a while, but there are still pockets of Mako gas all over the mountain. Try not to be
And look at that. I mean, you can definitely tell, like, none of these effects were on the Steam Deck. That's because of being on the low setting or whatever. Like, all the Mako floating around. I mean, there was no way you could see that much. Oh, this thing. You think they would have Roombas in the future here? Or wherever they set this. That this thing would just be like, pull out your phone, tell it to go vacuum. Get into the aerial stuff. Yeah. I can imagine.
Systems nominal. Elevator in operation.
Do we call it? Oh, yeah. So quiet. Man. Get a good look at the head of hair. Let's see. Anything that we missed the last time? There's some benches, but not the type we need. There we go.
Come on.
All right.
Just thinking about crossing that thing.
Then let me go first.
Hey, I'm the guide here.
Now we get to see some of those cutscenes. I kind of skipped over a lot of them just so we could get further in on the Steam Deck in that short time.
Are you okay?
Not really.
I had to get my dog all situated. He wanted to jump up here. Now he wants to get down. He's not in. Maybe he'll sit there. I don't know.
He's in fate's hands then.
Yeah, screw that guy. We didn't need him.
Yeah. Following the river should get us back to the village.
We're not going to the village. Can you get us to the reactor?
Sorry, I don't think I can.
I see. Well, we certainly can't send you back alone. You'll be safer with us.
Okay.
I'll be joining you up front this time. What? For your performance review.
You kidding me?
Good luck.
I mean, Sephiroth seemed like a decent person before, you know, going all, I'm the ruler of, like, the Earth and the universe. The head trip. But, yeah, I mean, like, his character seemed genuinely reasonable, right? As a good person. It's kind of sad that, like, it flipped. Okay, we know this. Let's grab our... We got plenty of extra slots. Let's do that really fast. And Sephiroth, he has a ton of materia. I think far more than we have. Yeah, like, he seemed like a decent, like, character, like, person kind of thing in the game. He became the ultimate bad guy. Oh, I guess I can't change his. I can probably only change clouds. Or add clouds. Yeah. Let's do that. And sure. We'll take whatever we can get. We were able to beat it without doing any of this stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. Like, through this part, we were able to get through it, but might as well make it look good. Before we take on these critters coming up here. I was thinking making a save every once in a while, but I'm not going to worry about it until we get well out of the beginning. So there's not a lot of issues that we saw. We'll try to do save points like in every chapter. I think that'll probably be the best, and then like just do the videos for the Steam Deck from chapter by chapter kind of thing, like a few minutes each or something. So you can kind of see performance. I wish I would have started doing this on the channel like years ago when I started doing the Steam Deck stuff, but not being a full-time streamer / YouTuber didn't work out that way. So now doing this full-time, I can, you know, break things out and like show more of the latter parts of each game on Steam Deck, which I think will make sense. We can't break... Yeah, we can break these. I thought we could. Yeah, so many effects and things like that that you don't see if you're not on, like, the highest setting. It looks really good. Okay. I forgot that we're controlling Sephiroth. Nice. Materia. Which one's this? Cosmo Canyon looks like on the deck. Yeah, that'll be interesting. To see like portions throughout. There wasn't much, I don't think there was a huge difference like in... Oh, this is where we got lost in the other time. I don't think there was a lot of difference in the areas that we went to on Remake. Outside of like this, the end scenes, right, with Sephiroth and like where he's like throwing everything under the sun at you. I think we want to go this way.
Spring.
It's beautiful.
Got dog hair all over me now.
Yeah, but if we keep using Mako to power our homes, springs like this will disappear, right?
What are you talking about? Who told you that?
My dad. And the mayor, if you must know.
Except the planet's huge. Mako will never run out, right?
Naturally formed materia. And look at the size of it. Astounding.
It looks cool.
The Mako energy to condense into something like this. It must have
All right, Weez.
I've always wondered, how does materia let you cast spells exactly?
How did you ever get to be a soldier?
I'm not covered
To put it simply, the knowledge
in
of
dog fur.
sealed within each orb. That knowledge not only
I know better than to let them jump up on me.
it allows us to tap into her power. That's how we can use magic. Or so they say.
Really? Magic sure is weird.
I know someone who'd be livid to hear you call it weird, or magic for that matter. I can just imagine what he'd say. It's an affront to science.
Who?
Hojo from Research and Development.
Good old Hojo.
Professor was a great man, but him,
The easiest character I think ever to dislike.
we should press on.
All right. Which way were we supposed to go? This way? Yep. Where the enemies are. That guy was like, I'm just minding my business. Leave me alone. Yep. And the mom from 16. See, I need to play 16. Yeah, I don't know. I take it she was pretty bad.
I gotta say, that one felt pretty good.
Oh, there's some materia up this way? I think we grabbed this, didn't we? I don't remember. Spare change materia. And I know there's a seat up here that we can take, so we don't have to heal. Oh, we're going to be able to see that water, too, coming up. Actually, yeah, we're doing fine.
This way.
I would say they just don't have very good looking water in this game. Quite honestly, this looks about like Dark Souls 2 on the beach there in the at the beginning. I mean, looking down, it's not bad, but like the distance part, it doesn't look as good. I mean, how many times do you see it, right? Oh. She's Horde. Okay. I mean, I guess it looks okay. It looks definitely better when you're looking down into it. Looks like there's some kind of filter over the water. Nope. Gotta switch around. Keep blocking. Oh, fire, right? There we go. Good luck, Shoff. One-star tuna. That wouldn't even be good enough for... Was it Charlie the tuna? What was his name? For the tuna can company, the tuna fish you can get in cans. Charlie? I think his name was something like that. Charlie Tuna. Yeah, those shadows are super dark. Let's see. Oh, I was going to say, new fight coming up. While guarding with RB, you can team up with allies to perform various variety of synergy stuff. Yep, that's right. Let's see. Oop. Parry. Hell's Gate. Oh, the counter. That's right. Starkist. Right. That's right. James Lewis. Welcome. It is Starkist. Sorry, Charlie was the guy. That's right. God, as somebody that watched, like, as a kid, Price is Right every day, that's all you saw was those commercials. And I can barely remember it. That was the summers, I remember, like, just watching, like, Price is Right every day, and then, like, I'd end up having to watch, like, Days of Our Lives with my mother. Or whatever it was. I wonder if that's still on TV. I don't even watch TV anymore, but that was all the time. $30. Good luck. We didn't even do the synergy thing, though. Okay. Oh, maybe that's it. Okay, that's what it was. It's not like we even need it, but this guy's probably going to go down with, like, this hit. Nope, close. That hit. Good luck, Irumist. We've had four winners today. Oh, this one, watch, maybe. Oh, a great white shark. It was a legendary, though. Usually when you see the 3 exclamation points. Irumist is now, like, making their way up the leaderboard. Anything else? Yep. One more materia. Is that loud? Is that, like, super loud when that, like, gold and all that is counting up? Press Your Luck. Oh, I love Press Your Luck. Monty Hall. Or no, that wasn't Monty Hall. Monty Hall was the Let's Make a Deal guy. Who was Press Your Luck? I don't remember his name. Press Your Luck with the whammies. Yeah, that was the stuff. They were funny. Maybe we should put whammies in. You just gave me an idea. We're gonna put whammies in the lurk bait. We're just gonna cause trouble with the lurk bait stuff. Getting some pop and pixelation. I'm not really a stickler to have 30 FPS. There's a way to make it look prettier on the Steam Deck. Like, what settings by any chance? I was able to. So that's a good question, Albert. I put everything on high and then moved it to 30 FPS, and it didn't have any of that stuff from what I remember. There's a little pixelation. I mean, there's always pixelation around the hair because the only way you can get rid of that would be to like up that minimum resolution that it'll like go down to when it needs it. But that's going to cause frame rate stuff. You might be able to bump that up, like make it like try making that like 70% for the minimum instead of 50. That might get rid of some of that, but it may also really like put it at that. If you're trying to play it at 30, you might not have to worry about it. I don't know what minimum resolution it was trying to run at. That would be one thing I would try. You could probably even keep like the stuff on medium. Try putting this all settings on medium, dropping the shadows down, and then taking that minimum resolution that it'll drop to and make it go to like 70% and see if it gets rid of that. Because essentially they're just using their own solution instead of like AMD FSR. They're just using their own dynamic scaling to, you know, try and increase performance. So toying around with that might get rid of the pop-ups. But it will definitely lock it. You know, you'll have to be locked at 30, I would think. Oh, that environment parts are not destructible. Okay, we need to vacuum. So let's hit the switch. It was funny. I could see like every, you know, I kind of keep the stuff up to see if the stream is running well. Like at least, you know, you can see like, okay, it's up and running, or yeah, it's having some issues. YouTube went away for like, I don't even know. Like from my purview, it looked like the stream died on YouTube. I know it didn't, but it looked like it. And then all of a sudden, like it popped back up and there's like a bunch of viewers and all that stuff. Really weird. Yeah, you did that with Baldur's Gate? Yeah, that's probably the best way, yeah, for sure. Oh, no, of course. I mean, obviously, I want the Steam Deck to last forever, but, you know, there's a point where Valve will eventually have to kind of say, okay, we got to make a Steam Deck 2. If they do. I don't know now with their strategy of, like, giving... I question a little bit of that with them giving out Steam OS to everybody to use. Like, it's a good idea. But, yeah, I wonder, like, if they're going to worry about making a Steam Deck 2. I think they will. I think they'll kind of have to. They've done really well with it. I think we got to go out the other door here. And I think they have a hardware department that loves making good quality hardware. Like, there's not many devices that compete with the comfort level of, like, holding the Steam Deck. Having the both thumbsticks right at the top is a really comfortable positioning for your hands. Much better than the offset stuff. Like the ROG Ally is actually not super comfortable to hold. The Legion Go, probably the biggest like issue I have with it is the offset like thumb, like kind of they're trying to make it like a you know, an Xbox controller. But in terms of, you know, comfortability and like playing a long time, like the Steam Deck is probably like one of the more comfortable devices there is. And the touchpads, they're phenomenal. Like that put them like way ahead of everything else when it came down to like being able to support even games that had no support for controller at all. Even with their controller, like customization tools and all of that in Steam, which is really excellent. There's really not too many things that compete with it. But, you know, having the flexibility of the touchpads, that's another big, huge bonus. So I have to think they will make a Steam Deck 2. But I think they'll be less likely to make it sooner rather than later. Or they'll be less likely to do that. They'll kind of wait a little bit longer because in the end, I don't think anybody supports their devices like Valve does, right? Like there's an update every other day for the Steam client, right? For the Steam Deck, I mean, it's like every 2 weeks, every week, there's an update that's fixing or addressing something. I wonder how Lenovo will handle that, right? Like with their device that's going to have Steam OS on it. Are they just going to provide all of that information to Steam so that when Steam does an update, it covers their device as well? Or are we going to see like a scenario that Android went through where devices had to like certify to be able to get like the most current OS versions and super cheap, like, and I'm saying this just in a general sense, super cheap, like hardware manufacturers in China and in India, they didn't support that stuff. They didn't even like support like Google Play Store and things. So they didn't get like the most current releases or get updates at all after a certain point. I hope we don't see that. I hope we see the latter rather than, or the former rather than the latter. I want like Legion Go to get the same updates as like the Steam Deck does. That'll make the difference, right? Like for success. Like if they don't do that, these third-party hardware manufacturers using SteamOS will screw things up. Guaranteed. I would buy the Steam Deck 2 day one as well. Yeah, I think I have faith in like Valve's ability to make hardware. I think if they would have done that, I think it would have been tougher to try to make everybody 12 years ago like use, or 13 years ago now, use like a platform that was called Linux, right? In that way. If it wasn't built the way it is today with Proton and all of that, and you know, the ease of use, I think it'd have been tough. Especially if it smelled anything like a computer. I think that's why the Steam Deck had to be like so like console like. People would have been like, nah, I'm not using Linux. Yeah. And I'm not talking about like people that are into like Linux and tech like that. I'm talking about like people that were playing on a PlayStation 4, the mass amount of those that came over to jump into like a PC world were mainly on Steam Deck in the beginning. And it was like, okay, they understood because it looked like a console. The experience, like the dashboard and everything. They did that extremely well. Okay. He's down. Get him. Oh, we don't have anything. He wasn't stunned, right? He was staggered. I mean, now he's staggered. I was going to say, he got up really fast. Damn. Hell's Gate. Yeah, give it to him. I don't know who does the more damage. I would take Sephiroth does, but... Yep, he's running.
such a puppy.
All right, let's see. Okay. We have that ability, but all we need to do is hit him with some fire, I think, to get him down out of there. Oh, he's definitely stronger when it comes to the spells. Oh, jeez.
You're gonna need my help. We need to work together.
There we go. Now we can hit him.
Yes, sir. Get me out of here.
All that effort and didn't do a damn thing. Choppy stream. Well, it's over Starlink, so it's not really new information. Yeah, no, it's. I use Starlink to have internet, so that's why it does chop up in certain points. It'll come back. Right now, it's probably because they're passing between two satellites. Oh, come on, man. We are close. But the game doesn't chop. Yeah, there's no issue with the game by far. Just in case anybody was concerned. Oh, he's already caught. Now, we beat this guy easily the last time. We're going to beat him again. Maybe? Yeah, there he is.
Take it from here.
Done. I was going to say, we couldn't lose on that one.
Nice work.
Okay, hold up. Maybe I'm missing something here, but everything you've said makes Sephiroth sound like a stand-up guy.
Well, he was.
And now he's pure evil, trying to kill everyone on the planet. Help me to understand this shit. Tell me something that'll really make my blood boil.
Oh, I will. I will.
All right.
You wait out here, Tifa.
No way! I want to go too. Please?
Sorry, no civilians. Even if we weren't on a mission.
Come on!
Keep the young lady safe.
Carry on.
I would have to imagine she beat so many of them in Final Fantasy VII Remake to death. I think she could take one guy on here.
You better keep me safe.
Yeah, the streams do run better on Twitch. I don't know why. I don't know. It's something to do with the codec. YouTube can take a much higher bit rate than Twitch can. Not that you need it, but it's possible. Like you can, I forget what you can stream at. I think Twitch is like 6,000 kilobits per second or whatever is the max they really want. YouTube's like
Didn't expect it to be
Like-
all systems go.
unlimited as far as I understand, like 14, 15, 16,000
And let me guess.
you can stream at.
Clue about this.
So I don't know if that matters, if that's like where some of the issue comes in.
Be more transparent.
But I will say this, YouTube never drops. It will hold usually the entire stream together. So like when Starlink does its Starlinky thing and it starts to do weird stuff, like YouTube will maintain one full like recording. It's very, very few times where it can't do that. Like it almost drops completely off whenever, like for many seconds before it'll like say like, oh, we got to make it two separate videos. Twitch doesn't do too bad though. They handle that pretty well. as well. But sometimes it will be like 3-4 videos when it's having some like really bad impact. X just goes offline. I want to say Kick will also just kind of go offline and just go like, we're not going to deal with it. And then I think TikTok just drops like every half hour or something like that. And like it just stops and you got to refresh your browser. So they all handle it like really differently. If I could, if I could work with Elon Musk or the Starlink folks to say, hey, I need 4K upload speed, just give me gigabit upload, I'm sure that I would try. Good luck, Harf. Swordfish. The one thing, though, that's interesting, there's always a problem, and there will always be an issue with Starlink in terms of the delay. There's always at least 20 millisecond delay because it takes that long for it to go from the station on ground to the satellite in the universe or whatever, on the solar system or outside the Earth, and then back down to another relay station. So there's always that delay that will never, I don't think they'll be able to fix it. I mean, I guess maybe with laser they could. How the military like does communication and point to point through laser. Maybe they could do it with that. I think that's probably expensive. My pedal wasn't working. It was funny the other day when we had power go out. A lot of you folks here didn't know that, but like when we were streaming daily, the power company showed up because they're having an issue because I live like way out at the end of like a power line. When they shut the power down, I have a beta through T-Mobile where it's actually using the Starlink satellites. There's like 330 of them that are set up for messaging, soon to be calls. And it was like you got to aim direction. So your phone goes into this mode where it's like you're spinning around in circles, like physically spinning to try to point to a satellite so it can lock on. And at that point, when you're locked on, you can text. I would imagine in the future you won't have to do that, but during this beta period, you kind of have to like go outside and like physically turn in circles until you find the satellite. And because there's so little satellites with it, it felt like every couple minutes, like they were having to spin around to a different direction, like basically the opposite direction, to get the satellite to then be able to message. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. Now, if you're using GPS to do it, which is the fallback, you don't have to do that. You just have to have an open view of the sky. But like for messaging and calls, you're going to have to be able to see like the issue that we used to have here where like a satellite would cross over the plane of the horizon. And if we had a tree that was like over here, it would like just cut it out. They got past that point, so now it's much better. But you can still see, obviously, there's issues where it pops up. But that's what it is with living in the middle of nowhere.
What are you doing?
These pods were built for the production of artificial materia.
If you're ever curious about like Starlink and you want to see like where all the Starlink satellites are in compared to like your position on Earth, there's an app you can download for free, and it'll use augmented reality, and you can see all the satellites all around the Earth that Starlink has put up. That's where we learned like where we had to cut like certain tree down to be able to aim above the mountainside, because we're like stuck in between two big mountain peaks, and we can barely get Starlink. Our neighbors that are across the way down there on the other side of the river, they cannot get Starlink because they basically run right into a side of a mountain.
Sephiroth. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I was different, that I was special, but not like this. Not like this.
Yeah, we're gonna bring in an excavator. The only thing that's stopping it is like the state park, state forest is that side, and then the federal forest is the other side. We live in the. If I walk about 100 feet from my door, I'm in the national forest. Like it's their property. Is this still on Steam Deck? Hey, Augusti. No, welcome. We did that earlier in the stream. It'll be up on the whatever they call it afterwards. The video that comes, after you shut the stream off. It'll be available. But it looked really good. It actually runs as good as Final Fantasy VII Remake on Steam Deck, which does run really well. You can get 40 to 60 frames per second through majority of the game on low settings. But you do see like weird pop-ups. We were just talking about it. So the other alternative, and I think what Square essentially defaulted to, is when you first start it up, it's going to be on 30 frames per second, locked to that with like a kind of combination of high medium settings. And it looks pretty good, especially on the screen on the Steam Deck itself. On a stream with Starlink interference and everything else, may not look quite as good because it blows it up a little bit versus a really condensed screen that's whatever the size of it is, 7 inches or whatever.
He acted like I wasn't even there. Busy, I suppose.
I do appreciate everybody that puts up with the stream. It's fun.
Haven't heard anything about the reactor either. What happened up there anyway?
I enjoy doing this. Okay. So we're following the fancy pants folks here. The guy's got like white boots with camouflage pants. They're the Worried Villagers group. Yeah, see, it's thrown an error. Well, it throws a thing up on like YouTube right now. It says, hey, YouTube's not receiving enough video to maintain a streaming quality, but it still does. Yeah, it looked really good on here. This is a 4090 running it at like 4K, like max settings and all that, so. Not that you need a 4090 to run. I don't even know what the minimum is. Or the recommended. I'd guess like a 3060. The minimum is probably like a 20. No. I bet the recommended is like 2080 and the minimum is like a 2060. Something like that. And then like maximum is maybe a 3060, 70 or something like that. Because we looked at this yesterday and I mean, Remake was using like 12% of my resources on this gaming PC. Like nothing. Like really nothing at all. But this does look much better. This one really is. This game is really like, it's almost a different game, right? Even though I know it's a different game, but I mean, it's almost like the engine is like completely been upgraded as well.
Excavated from a 2,000-year-old rock lair, life form in stasis. Professor Gast named this life form Genova. MEGL 77-1977. Genova. Verified as an ancient.
I'm going to try to get us to where we were post stopping for the Steam Deck. So we probably got another... I don't know. Maybe it's going to depend. We might probably at least another 45 minutes. That'll be 3 o'clock my time. Yeah, I'm just looking at that. So probably another 45 minutes on the stream. I've got to go do a couple things today. But then we'll be back on tomorrow at... tomorrow's what, Friday? I think we're going to go at 9 tomorrow. So 9 to probably 1. Something like that. Usually do about 4 hours a day. Sometimes 5 or 6. But appreciate everybody for watching. If you're new here, definitely follow and subscribe. You'll see basically a full playthrough of this game, as well as we do new release Thursdays, and then any new games that come out, we do for not every new game, but any new games that are kind of AAA or bigger games. We do those for the kind of like what we did today, the Steam Deck performance, live performance testing, things like that. But I appreciate everybody for hanging out. If you haven't already, liked the video as well over on YouTube, that would help get the folks that are looking to see how the game runs on Steam Deck, because I'm going to be doing multiple videos on that as we go through the playthrough. So taking sections, and we'll be playing the game on Steam Deck to show like further performance down into deeper parts of the game. And there's 1,100 Steam Deck videos for about 1,100 games on the channel.
A bold initiative to resurrect the long-dead ancients. An initiative that resulted in my conception. Or rather, my creation. The crowning glory of Professor Gas' wondrous experiment.
He created you?
I should go. Mother is waiting.
Hey! Hey, hold on!
Keep your hands to yourself. That's what that shows.
I keep asking myself, why couldn't I have come to sooner? If I had, maybe I could have saved the village. Or tried, at least. What?
All right. What are we missing? Nothing.
Hey, you! Get in there! The villagers need your help!
Which way are we going? This way? Go through the slowest section here. Just got to keep hobbling along. Sorry, I was just trying to fix something here. There we go. I will probably do those free casts for the Twitch folks. In about about 30 minutes, or not even 30 minutes, probably about 30 minutes, 25 minutes, something like that. Just in case you guys are curious. And if you're just starting to view on Twitch, or if you've never been here, you can use the points down by the chat to cast just like that. You gain points just by watching on Twitch. And actually, I think we need to go back. You can use those to fish for games that are in there. So there's Steam keys actually in the pond. And they'll just randomly appear. So it's free to do. So you just like click on the little thing that says X Factor by the chat box. And there should be a command in there for cast a line. And it'll cast for you. And we've given about 4 games away today, I think. Irumus, good luck. Irumus has gotten 3 of them. Strange vase. Okay, still making our way through. Didn't catch anything that time. You've got 3 good games, though. What were they? Universalis... Europa Universalis 4, which is a massive strategy game. Good luck, Mako. Mega Man Legacy Collection and Duck Game. But Duck Game's actually fun, too. Afrontosa Chilled. Mako, you're closing in on 20. It's crazy. Oh, we're going this way. We're going to Mom's house.
Run away. You have to leave. You have to live.
Hey! Hey! Hang in there! You're gonna be okay! Don't worry. I got you. Come on.
Uh-oh. That sword. Here goes the slow prodding, like hold left trigger, hold right trigger. Crawl. You're almost like trying to do it yourself. Like, come on, right arm. That's why VR would be amazing with this stuff. I don't know if we'd ever see it. I don't even know if VR will be a thing in the future. It'll probably be something totally different. Okay, here's where we gotta do both. Sure, I've never had a chance.
Wait for me. I'm coming.
Sephiroth!
I followed Sephiroth all the way back to the reactor.
Dad and I had gone into
These long cutscenes. That's what I don't know if that's what screws this up or not. That 4K recording.
decided that he was going to confront her.
It's been recording for a while though, like an hour and 15 minutes, but now it's like jumping again. I don't know how to fix that.
Dad. It was Sephiroth, wasn't it? He did this, didn't he? Sephiroth. Soldiers. Mako. Shinra. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of all of this.
I have to believe it's a hard drive issue. That it's just the hard drive that's in there is like too slow. Might be like a 5600, needs a 7200 or something. I gotta look that up. The problem is on these kind of cutscenes, you can't really stop it because when it would pick up, it'd be like X amount of things beyond the cutscene that you were just looking at. So I'm just going to let it run. I might have to re-record some of it.
Now open the way for me.
You murdered my dad. You burned my village.
It's crazy.
You promised you'd save me. If I was ever trapped or in trouble.
ones who robbed you of the planet. Your planet. There's no need to be sad, Mother. Because I'm here for you. Now and forever.
You killed my mom. You killed Tifa. My village. My home.
They were mine by right. This planet too, for I have been chosen.
I believed in you. No.
Cutting the tension with the cast, right, Bonnie Honey?
Whoever the hell you are!
Hey, congrats. That's a good one. Cold is so obnoxious.
And that's the last thing I remember. The rest is a blank.
The hell it is? What happened?
It was all over the news. I remember watching it with my mom. They said he went missing during a training exercise. But then, the story changed. A couple days later, they started reporting...
Hang tight, I just gotta switch something here.
Yeah, that was it.
News outlets are nothing but Shinra mouthpieces spewing propaganda. Only dumbasses believe that shit.
Question. Does that make me a dumbass?
I didn't say that. What I meant was, screw Shinra for manipulating honest folks.
It doesn't matter what they said back then. Sephiroth was in Midgar. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
Don't know about alive so much as around. Why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what.
Because he wants to finish what he started. He wants to reclaim his birthright and rule over the planet with Jenova at his side.
After 5 years? Not to sound like a broken record, but it's really bothering me.
Well, what's bothering me is all this Jenova stuff.
Excuse me. Guess the travel or something really did a number on my back. Feels as stiff as a board. Let me take a look. Wow. You weren't kidding, were you? Let's get you back to the room.
Yeah, let's just call it a night. No amount of guesswork will get us any closer to the truth. So how about we give our heads a rest? Oh, no, you don't. That bed's mine.
Sweet dreams. See you tomorrow.
It's funny. The rat dog is just jumping in where he wants.
Hey, Aerith? You awake? Barely. Why? Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing these past 5 years? Where's he been? And you're asking me this?
Just had a feeling you'd know.
Probably did at one point. All that stuff was taken from me.
Does anybody know another person that actually sleeps with a blanket over half their body? Their feet are exposed and their heads I don't know.
By whispers?
Yeah.
It must be super warm in there.
Maybe that's why.
Why what?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
Yeah, I can see that. Like, there's definitely that point where you got to have like some kind of like temperature adjustment, so you have like the one leg out. I just never saw anybody sleep with like a blanket like halfway over their body, both legs are out. You know, most of their arms or all of their arms, their torso. Look like a sushi blanket or something, like where you got like a tempura roll where the tail's out on both.
Sorry, did I wake you?
Nope. What's going on?
Oh, it's nothing, really. There's just something I need to ask you. So, can we talk?
Sure.
Great, but not here. Follow me.
All right, let me do one thing. See, that thing doesn't skip right now. But what I am going to do is stop that recording and start it up again. You can't, like I said, you can't really stop like a recording on a big long cutscene like that because it doesn't do it. But now it's back to normal. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's got to be that hard drive. That's the only thing I can think. Because the machine has way more power than it needs to record like that. See, it's doing it now, though. I bet what it is it's almost full. I bet that's what it is. Yeah, it's like really bouncing around. Well, we're basically at where we were going to call it anyhow. I would like to take another stab at looking at this. I might actually even go like pick up an SSD, like M2 SSD today, and see if like that makes a difference instead of trying to do it on this regular hard drive. But let's just pause it here. We'll start from tomorrow at this point. We'll start at 9 a.m. and do the playthrough from here. But in the meantime, so let me save. Let me put up the cast and we can just kind of hang out, chit chat for a few minutes while we do those free casts on the Twitch side. So I'm going to make a save. Those were the other saves. I just have to know which save I'm going to go after. I don't think it's really going to matter. Yeah, we saved at the exact same spot. It's not going to make a difference. But yeah, let me jump over here. And let's throw our ducks up, and then we'll do that. Because I do want to try and fix this thing for good. So I've done all the other work. I'm going to try to put like a new hard drive in it, or, drive in it to be able to do the recordings on directly and have that ready to go for tomorrow. So, let's see. Let's put it back over here. We'll put on some... Look at all the ducks. There's been a lot of ducks kind of floating around today. There's the ducks. I'm going to bring up the music. We'll let them fight it out. There we go. That might be a little loud. There we go. Okay. If it's too loud, let me know. I will start doing it. So if you're on Twitch and you want some free cast, just type !fish. It doesn't work on YouTube. I apologize, the YouTube folks. I do appreciate you guys watching. If you do have a Twitch account, you can always jump over there. Check it out. We do this every day, and it's basically you can win free games out of that pond that you've seen popping up, that fishing game. So let's just throw some of these up. We'll like queue up a bunch. And hopefully somebody wins some games. All right, let's see. Who do we have? Irumist is first. Oops, what's going on here? There we go. Irumist knows the water's good today. Who else did we have? Arif? Wait, nope. Wait. Which one? I gotta go up, I think. There we go. Arif. The good luck dance. And Body Hottie. Mako. Oh, there's the old PC. We knew it'd show up. Shuff. Who else? Cool. Yeah, if there's anybody else that spears, just type !fish. And I will throw some free cast for you. Looks like an old 486. God, that was the number, wasn't it? 486? Everybody had that. There's a sunfish. That was good. I mean, I think the game looks really good. I think they've done a great job. I'm excited to continue playing through it. We only got 2 hours. Well, we did 4 hours, but basically just went 2 hours for each system. So I'm looking forward to putting about 5 hours in tomorrow or more so we can see further into the game, because that's about as far as I've ever gotten in it. That was my extent. I'll also get the Legion Go downloaded today and do a video on that as well. So we'll start to see what performance looks like. I'm going to move this screen over a little bit. And I'm going to fix that other thing. There we go. Now I can see it. Good luck, Arf. I know you've already had some casts, but... There you go. Max Payne. And I know everybody wonders, how are these things determined, like what they are? I just choose. It's based on how much I like the games. Who gets to be legendary, who gets to be epic. That was 3, right? I love the music that they picked for this duck thing. Oh, the ducks aren't fighting. Hold on. We'll kind of kick them into fighting mode. There we go. Now they're fighting. Junk tires. Boy, those ducks hit hard. I mean, it sounds like boom, boom, boom. To me, it's like really loud. I'm going to turn it down just a bit. I guess it's not too loud. I have the ducks down much lower than they were. There we go. Good luck, 30. One of the ducks, like I said yesterday, learned how to breathe fire. I've seen another one throwing like wind or something at other duck, and they get blown over. And I think the ducks die or whatever, and you can see kind of they're under the water, not moving around. It happens every day. They kind of like they cycle through. I think that's just like the generated ducks. How many more do we have? We've still got 16. If there's anybody else on the Twitch side, just type !fish into chat and I'll throw a free cast for you. You might win a game out of it. But I appreciate the viewership today. It was very nice. Appreciate everybody watching on all the channels. Today we were broadcasting on YouTube, Twitch, X, and Kick. I don't think we're on TikTok right now. I think it stopped. The one duck looks like Geralt. I'll have to look for him here. Once the casting's done, I'll try to see where you're talking. I know there's like these George Washington ducks, like El Gusti here. It's basically pulling in like for anybody that doesn't know, it pulls in the chatters. Oh, I think I got to click on it over here. Like that's what Arif's duck looks like. I don't know if that's the one you're thinking. That might be. I thought it was George Washington, but it might be Geralt. It probably is Geralt. That makes more sense. See, there's the one. Oh, you couldn't see it. Downey is blowing fire. The green ducks blow fire. Who else do we have? Imaginary marshmallow is Elvis. I didn't know there was a diamond. That's not for me. That's interesting. I didn't know diamonds were in the game, in the thing. See, Mako, you're level 13. You can't really see the stats. They're hidden. Yeah, I hadn't seen a diamond before. I don't think I can make the ducks go. Can I? I can touch the water, but I can't make them go places. Nope. I can do this to the screen. There's 36 ducks. I think that's what that means. Hey, Mako, you got the remora. There you go. That's funny. I wondered if it was ever going to appear. That was a long time I had that in there. You were the first one to catch it, too. That was the first time. It had been in there a while. That's funny. Looks like I'm a tiger duck right there. Yeah, I'm like a Bengal. Yeah, that'd been a while. I gotta go in and add more of those. It was the only model I could find of one, like a PNG or whatever. I was having a tough time. I'll find some more. They're supposedly trying to support Blender, so might be possible to do the 3D models. I couldn't do it I couldn't get the GIFs to work. It says it supports it, but they looked like crap to me. I just didn't want to put them in there. They just didn't look good. Oh, a 2. Epic. Show you how good this AI filter is. Like, it's daytime. I don't think I had shown this before. Maybe I did. Where's my camera? Hold on. Is that my camera right there? I gotta find it. Webcam. Right there it is. Right? No, that's not it. Oh, that's the other webcam. Oh, here it is, I think. Yeah, that's it. So without that filter on, this is how bright it is behind me. But you really can't tell. It's kind of crazy. Like, it's completely... It almost looks like it's fake. But there's all my boxes. I've got, like, that new mic arm and stuff. But yeah, like, that's how bright that is behind me. And that AI filter just, boop, takes it right out. Junk. Oh, you know what? I do need to pause this 1 sec. Hang tight. I forgot to take that max. Didn't I forget to take the max paint out? Let me see. I just want to check. I don't remember taking it out. I didn't. It's a good thing. I remembered. All right. There we go. There we go. Sorry. There's only 2 more left. Anybody else that didn't get their free cast, just type !fish on the Twitch side. I should put a backdrop behind me anyhow. I was just looking at that. It is like just a black screen. I'll have to figure out where that goes. Maybe we'll put me sitting in front of like a coffee shop in the game. That's it. I think we ran through them all. Yeah, we got through a good many games. Not like this. Tons of stuff. How about we call up the leaderboard just to see where we're at? There we go. It's pretty close. It's closing in. Whoops. The top 3. And then we got 30 closing in, Shuff's closing in, Irumist, Eerie, Sparkling Able. Yeah. Still got another 8 days in the month, something like that. It's getting close. All right, everybody, I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you again for all those that were joining in on the stream from all the different locations. I will be back on tomorrow at 9 a.m. We will continue with the full playthrough, but look for some videos going up for Steam Deck, and Legion Go on the performance for the game running on for, Rebirth running on those devices. No, appreciate it. Yeah, thanks, Mako. I had a lot of fun. It was good to see this game. I can't wait to play through it. It's going to take us a couple weeks, but I don't know. However long it takes us, it'll take us, but it'll be pretty quick. Cool. Oh, of course, Malcolm Johnson. Yeah, and if I find that, I will let you know. I will figure out if it works. I'll put it in the comments on this video if it actually works. If that you can carry that Chocobo over. Yeah, I hope so too. Yeah, no, of course. Appreciate everybody for watching. All right, you guys have a great day as well. I will talk to you tomorrow at 9 a.m., but otherwise, enjoy your evening, and we'll do more of this tomorrow. All right, see you, folks. Thanks.